everyone. I'm not sure if in my last video I said see you guys tomorrow, and then I just didn't post the next day. But that is because I woke up the next day and I decided to sort of let some occurrences like pile up, and then I'd be able to get sort of like a bit of a longer one in. So that's what I've done, and I'm here to report back, basically. So, um, to start with, um, finally got my gym membership. Big up Pure Gym. Um, the membership I got, it's a bit weird, honestly. It's like the hours it's given me is like I'm not allowed in between 11:30 and 1:30, and I'm not allowed in between 4 and half 8. But if I get there at like 3:59, barely, it'll let me in, and it still lets me leave, and it doesn't like sanction me because I've overstayed my welcome or whatever. So it's a bit pointless, really. Um, I don't think it would catch me out again. I've had my eye on the time a bit more recently. So that's good. It all started because one of my mates messaged me, and he was like, "I want to start going to the gym. Do you want to start going with me?" And I was like, "Go on then," because I keep saying, "Oh, I need to find like a boxing gym," but to be honest, right, it's just a bit of hassle. I think while I'm getting trained in college, I'll sort I'll sort my body out in a normal gym, and then I think after that it's time for a boxing gym because I'll have a car by then, won't I? So that'll be all happy days. So it all started, of course, with um yeah, so chest and back. Actually, I was going to say arms, but I'd be lying. Got confused. So started with chest and back. Um, Connor was he was for a beginner. He was pretty good. He didn't really have like the keep going mentality, but I'm not sure if I've developed that from like boxing or whatever. But I had to like psychologically manipulate him and be like, "Go on, halfway there. Go on, a few more," and then I'd say, "Right, give me 10," and then I go, "Oh, you got two more in you." So really, really pushing him, because it'd be nice to have a little protege. Um, but yeah, so first it was just me and him, and then our other mate came along for arm day, which was the next day. So I've gone 3 times in a row, and I'm gonna go a fourth day tomorrow. So we did chest and back, day one. Day two was arms, and they're still a bit sore, but that just means that I've put in the effort, which is good. Um, Nothing that notable happened on arm day really. Um, I showed my other mate the meal deal I get, and so far, 3 people have said this one comment about this thing I get in my meal deal. So it's like a protein yogurt thing, and I'll admit it does look a bit like baby food, but these guys these guys are playing it like I'm genuinely eating baby food, but I'm not. It's just a protein yogurt and it comes in a pouch. But they keep going, baby food is late. It was kind of funny the first time. You're just dragging it now. Um, but yeah, honestly, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Um, I might buy creatine. I need a haircut first. Um, I'd say next paycheck, but I don't have any shifts, so I'll see what I can do. But yeah, today was special. Today was core day. Okay, and I've always been quite proud of my core. I'd say my core's always been above average, even among the rest of the boxers in my college. Well, not all of them. I'd say I'm good middleman. But yeah, so when Connor said, "Oh, I want to do core day," that was like my sleeper agent activation phrase because I was like, "Core, that's my specialty." And originally my other mate wasn't going to go, but then he got back and he was like, "You know what? Day's booked off, might as well." So he came down with us, and I thought, right, I think I need to step into a little bit of a coaching role here. So put on my bossy pants, and I was like, right, I'm going to be putting you two through the ringer today. So I'm going to be honest, it was a bit shaky at first because we're still getting used to where everything is in the gym. So we do look quite lost half the time. But when we do find that machine, I run a tight program. All right. So whenever I think one of my mates is about to give up, I'm like, come on, you've got however many left. I know you've got it in you. And then they reach it. And I was like, I think you've got another couple in you. And then either they prove me right, which I'm happy for. I like seeing my mates improve, or they don't have it in them, which is fine because sometimes, I say sometimes, all the time actually, I see that they've genuinely tried for that last rep and they couldn't. Because believe me, I know what that looks like. Um, but yeah, so bounced around quite a bit for core day actually, and then we went down to like this open area for like functional skills, and we started we started planking. Now planks are horrible, right? The only good part about planks is finishing them and being like, holy flip, I just planked for like 3 minutes. Um, and then what was it? Um, so yeah, first I was like, I didn't really know how, like, what their planking capacity was. Do you know what I mean? So I had to test them on that. And then after we'd done that, I said, right, so Connor, just plank for as long as you can, and I'll time you. It was something like 30 seconds. So I was like, all right, me and my other mate are gonna plank for a minute flat out, and then after that, I want you to go to 35. So we were just boosting it up in like little increments, and he added like another 10 seconds onto his time just from that. I mean, like this was in the span of a few minutes, so it's definitely a mindset thing with Connor. Um, he's not the most confident bloke in the world, bless him, but that's what the gym's for, isn't it? Building your body, building your confidence. So quite honestly, I can see some improvements in his future. Not that he needs them, of course, because he's perfect, but you know what I mean. Yeah, core day tomorrow. So, um, not core, cardio. Um, I'm not sure if my mate said he was going to that or not, but I think he said he was. We'll see. They've been talking about going on the Stairmaster because they want to walk, and I keep saying to them, mate, you don't want a massive bum. But every time I've said that, they've been like, yes, I do. So I'll let them get big bums if you want, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think my bum's big enough as it is, honestly. Um, Easy target when I'm walking upstairs in front of someone, Easy to just like reach out, give it a jiggle, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think any more would just be catastrophic to my quality of life. Um, but yeah, this week's been quite gym focused. Um, Another thing, right? I've been thinking about how to structure these, and I think I might just give you guys like rundowns of the week, and then I'll do my rant. Okay, so the rant I have in mind for today, right? So I got quite annoyed at something that happened the other day, and I probably shouldn't have been as annoyed as I was. Um, but yeah, so I've got some family in Manhattan. all right. Um, we'll follow each other on Instagram, like each other's posts, stuff like that. I can't like figure out who many people are, but I'll be like, oh, that's their mate because they're following both of them. Um, so yeah, this one girl like messages me out of nowhere, and she's like, "Oh, you so and so's cousin," and I was like, "Yeah," and then she was like, "Yeah, I thought so. I just wanted to I can't remember what she said. I think she was like, "Yeah, I thought so. I just wanted to say hi because I thought you were cute." Um, and yeah, see that like attempt just annoyed me slightly because like I'm fighting my own battle at the minute, and I don't need someone distracting me. You know what I mean? Um, and so I thought I'd just humour her, and I said, "Oh, always cute, never handsome." I did like the rolling eyes emoji, and I was like, "I'm joking, thank you." Um, and then we talked for a bit, and I was like, "Right, I'm gonna let this girl down slowly, I think." Um, so while I was like trying to let her down slowly, she was like properly ramping up the intensity. Like I remember we're talking about the heat wave. I don't think they got the heat wave as bad as we did. Um, and I was like, yeah, I haven't had a top on in days because I'd combust. And she sent like like the flirty side eye emoji. She sent that one, and I was like, okay, I can't let this go on any longer. I think at that point she'd already sent me like a playlist, and I was still trying to let her down slowly. I was being like, I have to warn you, I am terrible at listening to new music. And then she was like, well, you're gonna listen to it, and I was like, because don't get me wrong, I like a bossy woman, but I'm too locked in to give in. Do you know what I mean? So I had to be like, look, I'm getting the vibe that you don't want to just be my mate, and I've got to tell you, it's not gonna work. Like it's not you. You've just got no chance. And then she started going like, "Oh no, I wasn't trying that. I mean, I'm in New York. You're in England. It would never work." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what confused me because you were texting me like it would." But anyways, that's all. It's been shut down. She hasn't messaged me since. So, um, top work, if I do say so myself. Um, she also said that her and my cousin would laugh at my Instagram stories whenever they saw them. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like, I wasn't too bothered. Like, I was like, oh, cool. Like, I wasn't like, oh my god, she watches my stuff. Like, I wasn't like flattered, you know? But it's a nice thought that there's people out there who genuinely see like the shit that I post, and I mean shit, and it makes them happy. Like I feel good about that, but not too good because I'm locked in. Um, but yeah, I was annoyed through like half that conversation, and it wasn't fair to her because I'm sure she's lovely. Um, she's just got no chance. Um, but yeah, that's I think that's everything for now. I will report back in a few days when I've had some stuff happen to me. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Right. See you all in the next one that won't be tomorrow unless something absolutely mad happens, but don't count on it. Right, bye bye now.